Okay class, today we're going to learn how to use fractions when problem solving. But first we're going to review the equivalency signs when figuring out what fraction is greater than another one. So we know that this symbol is what? Less than. Good. We know that this symbol is greater than. Good. We know that this symbol is equals. Good. Okay, so now keep these symbols in mind and we're going to practice figuring out which fraction is bigger than another one. We've already practiced this before, so we're going to review it. Okay, so let's do 2/3 and 3/8. Now, who can tell me the first step in finding which fraction is bigger or which fraction is smaller? Remember, we're using the butterfly method, so we're going to multiply these two numbers. So 3 times 3 is what? 9. Now we're going to multiply these two numbers. 2 plus 18 is what? 16. Good. So what symbol would we use to show which fraction is greater? Good. So 16 is greater than 9. Good. All right, we're going to do one more. And then you guys will practice on your own. We'll do 1/4 and 2/4. So what do we do first? Okay, we multiply 4 times 2, and that is what? 8. Good. Then we multiply 4 times 1, and that is 4. So 4 is what to 8? Less than. Good. Okay, so I want you to get with a partner and we're going to practice for a minute. I want you guys to do this problem. So take a minute and do this problem, and then we'll review it. Okay, who can tell me how to do this one? So 2 times 2 is 4. Good. And 4 times 1 is 4. So what would this one be? 4 is what to 4? Equals. Good. Okay, so now that we've reviewed that, we are going to introduce problem solving with the same concept, okay? So remember, when problem solving, we need to remember to read the question slowly, reread the problem, pick out key terms, words, and numbers, make a chart, picture, table, graph, and then label it. We got to make sure to label it. And then lastly, we're going to solve the problem, okay? I'm going to turn the lights off. Okay, so we're going to do one. Can someone read this for me? Okay, Mary and Ashley are at a birthday party. They both share a cupcake. Mary eats 1/2 of the cupcake and Ashley eats 1/3 of the cupcake. Who ate more? So it's the same concept, except we have words now. Instead of just numbers, we're adding words. So who can tell me the first step to solve this? We're going to pick out the numbers. So if Mary eats 1/2 and Ashley eats 1/3. So now we're going to write this out, okay? So we have 1/2, which is who? Mary. Ashley eats 1/3. Does this look familiar? So now we're going to figure out who ate more of the cupcake. So we're going to solve this the same way using the butterfly method. So what's the first step in solving this? Good, we're going to do 2 times 1, 2. And then 1 times 3 is 3. So who ate more of the cupcake? Mary or Ashley? Good, Mary. So would add a greater than symbol. Good. So let's do another one. Joe and Mark are running a marathon. Joe ran 1/5 of the race in 15 minutes. Mark ran 2/4 of the race in 15 minutes. Who ran more in 15 minutes? So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pick out important numbers. Now, does 15 minutes important in this? No, we're going to focus on the fractions. Okay? So we have 1/5, and who ran that? Joe. So make sure we label Joe. Okay? Then Mark ran 2/4. It's important to label these so we know whose is who. So we're going to solve this. So what do we do first? Multiply 5 times 2, which is what? 10. And 1 times 4, which is what? 4. So who ran more, Joe or Mark? Joe ran 4. Mark ran 10. Who ran more? 10. So you'd give him less than symbol. Okay, so I want you guys to do this last question on your own, and then we will solve it. So it says Luke and Chelsea made lemonade. They each had 1 cup. Luke drank 3/5 of his cup. Chelsea drank 4/5 of her cup. Who drank more lemonade? So I'm going to help you guys set this problem up, and then you're going to solve it on your own. So what are our important numbers here? 3/5 and 4/5. We have 3/5, which was who? Luke. And we have 4/5, which is Chelsea. Okay, so go ahead, take a minute, work with your partner and solve this. Okay, who can tell me how to solve this one? Multiply 5 times 4, which is what? 20. Then 3 times 5, 15. So Luke or Chelsea drank more lemonade? Chelsea, good. Okay guys, so now individually on your own, I would like you to come up with a word problem using fractions. So do that, and we'll finish up tomorrow.